As a 400 level student, I didn't know what public interest lawyering was all about until Jonathan Koofman spoke on it in the induction and kickoff of our law clinic. As an anchor for the induction ceremony, I heard Mr. Koreji Sirimovu speak on various aspects of COLAW, their mission, their vision, and their activities throughout West Africa. And my interest further spiked when Mr. Samuel Opolugun spoke on public interest lawyering as a tool for sustainable development and justice. This made me have a broad understanding of what public interest lawyering is all about, and I'm optimistic and positive that in a few years from now, I'll be able to fight for the environment rights and human rights and fight for the oppressed in society.
After the induction ceremony, client interview and counseling lectures were held, and Professor Adedeji Adekunle SAN, Mrs. Gloria Aikpado, and Mr. Leke Oyaniron lectured and advised participation in role plays. Also, virtual trainings and lectures were held by COLAW representatives such as Dr. Chima Williams and Mr. Courage Nisiriwovo on the rudiments of client interviewing and counseling. During the lectures, a role play was conducted by Mr. Courage. The role plays during and after the lectures made me understand the role that the lawyer plays in client interviewing and how it is in real life situations. And I was able to apply this in the 19th NOLI competition, that is the National Client Counseling Competition, which Caleb University got into the semi-finals.
Added to client interview and counseling trainings were lectures, seminars delivered by lecturers from within and outside the college with topics ranging from environmental rights and human rights, and also topics bordering around public interest advocacy. With these lectures, clinicians were able to gain knowledge on human enforcement mechanisms and how to address environmental issues using public interest and advocacy.
I was part of the second set of inductees of the Law Clinic. We were trained on community engagement. I got to understand what questions to ask and what questions not to ask. I deployed these skills when I visited Erijua Makoko community while asking relevant questions from the residents of the area.
Visit to Erijua Makoko community was a high point in my clinical experience in 2024. The aim of the visit was to investigate the root causes of the community's severe flooding, stagnant filthy water, environmental degradation, as well as the socio-economic and public health impacts. For the first time in my life, I saw a community that was so badly ravaged by environmental problems. The poor and helpless members of the community were begging us to help them, and this strengthened my resolve to fight for the vulnerable. So when a call was put out for volunteers to join the press team to prepare the press release, I quickly indicated my interest to join the team to demand that the Lagos State Government of Nigeria put in place measures to ensure accountability and justice for the people of the Erijua Makoko community.
For these and other activities, we are grateful to ACA COLAW for the lectures, the exposure to real-life environmental problems, and the experience of being part of a team that helps vulnerable people of the society by holding the government accountable to its actions. Finally, we would like to reach the members of the COLAW network fruitful deliberations during the 2025 International COLAW Conference.